Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We back, baby!
Yay!
Oh, girl! Do you know
Hi,
what?
guys.
It actually feels like a million years
Since we filmed.
Yeah, because we filmed our last episode in advance, and then we missed the episode. It's been so long, and it's episode 60, guys. We back.
We did film, and then we just felt like it wasn't good enough. Like, I know sometimes we do say that, but we were just like, no. Like, Abe had just got off a flight literally the day before.
Yeah.
I was a bit tired, but I'm back. I'm ready to go. Positive vibes. Was watching some clips. You know what makes me the happiest I've ever been? You got an eyelash.
Take it.
The happiest I've ever been. Have you seen on TikTok, like, a few people have tagged us and they're like, POV, you found your calmness.
I put that on our story recently.
Oh my god.
That puts me in tears.
You know, I cried watching one. No, I actually, wallah.
I think I know which one it is. That one. Like, that one got me emotional because they're showing screenshots of our podcast, and like it's like midway, and they're sending it to their friend, and then they're having a conversation about what we're speaking about.
That made me cry. Like, wallah, I was crying.
Oh, shout out to you. I don't remember the username, but we appreciate you and we love you.
Wallah. And I've been seeing those, and it's been showing me, like, also I've been seeing, you know, Omer has that page of us on TikTok, and he like posts old stuff, and I've been watching that, and it's just kind of made me really motivated. I've just been like really motivated, really appreciating this podcast. Another thing that happened the other day, well, I'll explain in a second.
Yeah, what happened the other day?
No, so I was shopping, and then this guy came up to me, really nice guy. I was like smiling. He was like, Nisrin, right? I was like, hey. And he was like, like, my brother and sister love your podcast, da da da. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And like, he was, sorry, I don't know why my brain just wandered. He goes to me, he's the one that made the edit. The brother's the one that made the edit.
Oh yeah, with like when you were playing with the cards, yeah.
And we reacted to it, didn't we?
Yeah, we put it on the actual podcast.
He was telling me how like they were talking about it, and his brother was like, yo, they put it on a podcast, which is cool because sometimes I feel like people watch an episode and then they don't watch again. Yeah. So it's the fact that he watched an episode and then he saw again.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
100%. I always get guessed at that, and sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
One thing I always say, like, and I appreciate everyone that watches, like, I love you all so much, but for me, I feel special when a man watches the podcast, because like our audience is majority women, female, and we get it a lot, so I'm used to it. But when I hear like a guy watches it, and it's not just like a young guy, like a guy who's around my age, I feel like we're hitting all audiences.
You're like
So I spoke to someone. Basically, what I've been doing on my private account on Instagram.
Wait, let me finish my story first.
I thought you finished. Sorry.
No, I didn't finish.
I tried.
Bloody hell. So
no, but I don't want you to get into the what happened.
No, I won't do.
We'll do that.
They were like, I was like, this is what really hit me. I was like, FaceTime your sister. Like, he was like, oh, she was meant to come, but they're not here today. I was like, FaceTime them both. Like, I want to speak to them both. So he FaceTimed his sister, and she was so beautiful. If you're watching this, shout out to you and your brothers. Like, they're so nice. And he FaceTimed his sister, and she was like, oh my God, da da da. And she flipped the screen, and she was watching the podcast.
Oh, that's so
like
cute.
how, like, she was genuinely in that moment as we called her. She was watching it.
I love that.
I don't know why, but I get so emotional. Like, I feel like I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
And then we FaceTimed his brother, and he was like, oh, I've got so many more edits. I was like, please send them to me. Like, I really want to see them.
He's got more edits. That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm so. Who are we? Who am
I? No.
Wow. So guys.
Anyway, carry on. Tell your story. By the way, guys, me and Abe, when we meet up, we try not to speak too much. So
we don't say too much. We're like, I've got things to say, but we'll just say it on the podcast.
Yeah, we want to say it on the podcast. So he kind of told me about this, but he didn't like finish it. So carry on.
Okay, wait. Before I get into what I was going to say, you mentioned about the crying thing. Do you know how many times I've met someone who watches the podcast and I'm like holding back tears, trying to be composed? Because like they're saying stuff, and I'm slowly realizing like this is real, and like people actually like watch our stuff and it helps them. Especially we were at the Marian Foundation event. And,
oh God, don't.
And people were so beautiful. There was this one individual, like everyone was amazing, but there was one individual, I know she's watching this. She came up to me and she was so like emotional.
Is it the girl with the jilbab?
Yeah. And she was.
I got her number. I texted her.
Oh, that's
she's
so cute.
Sweet.
She came up to me and you could see like she was a bit nervous. Her hands were like shaking, and she was just saying how much we've helped. And I was literally while she was just speaking and showing me like that she watched the episodes. I was like, I could feel the tears coming, and I was like, hold it in. Like, I don't want to like break down in front of her.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is so, like, I was like, I'm so blessed. Like, I'm just grateful that we're kind of doing something that impacting people's lives.
it's like helping us and helping everyone else.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was explaining to her. Like, you don't understand how much you're helping. And then we all go back and forth. No, you don't
No,
understand
you
how much
help
you're
me.
helping.
No, you help me. Yeah,
Um,
so a quick appreciation to you guys. You genuinely make our lives better.
Yeah.
And we say this all the time, and I don't want to get into it too much, but like, if you ever see one of us, please don't think, because I always get, I saw you, but I didn't want to annoy you.
Yeah, I get that.
No.
Well, speak to me, please.
So you're gonna make my day better if you see me and speak to me.
100% the same.
But the other day, to be fair, I was in a bit of a bad mood and I was out, and then there was like a few people, and like I kind of just, sometimes I get scared.
Yeah, that you're not matching the energy that they
I was
wanted.
just like, oh, hi, how are you? And I didn't, usually I sit and I'll speak to people all the time, but this time I was like, oh, thank you, yeah. And then I just kind of went off because I was going for my own stuff. So if that ever happens, please don't be like, oh, she's so fake. But I'm probably just having a bad
Literally
day.
being fake, trying to like tell you, like, I'm not fake, I promise.
I love it when you guys speak to me ill. I'm joking.
So yeah, what I've been doing on my Instagram, on my private one, is because I had a long.
Shout out. What's your private Instagram @name?
It's kalo.otf, so only the family. It's about to hit 1,000 followers, but I think I'm just going to keep it at 1,000 followers. I don't want to go above. But then do I make it my second account and like a backup account?
To be fair, I've got 3 accounts on Instagram.
Okay, I might as well do it and just let it grow. And
So this is what you do,
I'll just make another private account.
Yeah, this is what you do. You have your second account for the people that genuinely like want to see your stuff and follow you. And you post what you want on there. And then I have a third, so my second account has like 6,000 followers, which is like what I want to post, but not really on my main. And then my private literally has like 100 people. And when I go live, there's like literally 20 people watching.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you need to be careful who's on your third account, because they need to be people that you see regularly on your lives commenting.
No, but I think my third account would just be like family and friends.
No, add a few people, trust me, because sometimes it's good to like have people that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people that you regularly see, and I'm gonna add more people to my third account.
I think the people that I'll add to my third account are like the people that I always interact with my TikTok and my lives on TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I do.
There's a select handful of people that are always on my live on TikTok and always there, like always enjoying it, always like reference old lives and talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like they're like proper loyal. But anyways, what I've been doing, I say my second account, is I had a long journey home, drive back from London. It was like an hour and I was tired. And normally I'll call someone to be on the phone with to keep me up. But I was like, do you know what? Let me put it on my story if you want a phone call this time. Almost like the call segment, but it's just me. And I called a few people, like they put their numbers in, I called a few people and it was so fun.
This is so cool.
And do you know why it's cool? Because the pressure's kind of off me. Like most of them were sadly relatable viewers.
Wait, if you guys hear 10 seconds ago, I went... Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so the pressure's off me. Most of them are sadly relatable viewers, so they know everything about me already, or like and stuff like that.
They know like your personality.
Yeah, so all I get to do is be normal and just ask them questions about themselves.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them.
How many people did you call roughly?
I think 4 on that day, and then the next day was like 5 or 6.
No way.
Yeah, and I was just having a conversation. This next day was fun as well because I was having a conversation throughout the day. I went to the dentist. On the way to the dentist, I called someone. Finished the dentist. On the way back from the dentist, I called someone. So I was like, do you know what? Let me just interact with people. It was so fun. No one was from London.
Yeah, you told me they're all from like Sheffield,
Birmingham, mainly Birmingham.
Yeah, that's so
one was
random.
from Leicester. Like it was shocking to me. I was expecting London, but yeah, it was all fun. Like I was busting jokes with them, just talking about their lives, and then I don't know, it was nice. Sometimes it felt a bit weird because it felt like the conversation was about me in the podcast a lot. Yeah. Because they'd be like, oh yeah, and then you talk about this and we speak about that. But yeah, very fun experience.
I don't know how to explain the fact that you guys just make our, like, wallah, Allah is watching when I say this, yeah. You guys make our lives better. You make us happy, and you just make us feel like part of a family.
Yeah.
Like you make us, and we're like brothers and sisters. Like, you know what I mean? You make us feel part of something. And obviously growing up, the family was slightly dysfunctional, and this is like kind of giving us control, because this is the one thing maybe in my life that isn't dysfunctional.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so
what
it
I feel
just
like
feels like, I don't know how to explain it. So
I feel like that, and the reason I was laughing is because I feel like they're watching this and going, here we go again, I've got to wait 10 minutes until we get into the actual topics of the episode. They're just sitting here saying thank you. But no,
wait, on that note, sorry, we don't do this a lot, because someone said to us, can you like, it was a really nice comment, and I love when people give us constructive criticism. Yeah. They're like, look, can you stop thanking us and get into the episode? So we tried to stop. This is the one time I think probably in a
also
while.
because we haven't been in we've been away
and
for a bit.
And stuff's happened.
Yeah.
But that being said, I do have to have a negative. Someone commented on our channel thing on YouTube saying,
what, the comment thing? Yeah, when they were like, oh, these guys are,
they were like, oh, like you commented, you wrote a post, because if you don't know, if you click on our channel, and then you click on community. Ayub like puts updates, and you guys can speak in a comment section there. That would actually help us, and we'd appreciate.
That's but I tell them when we're like missing an episode.
Yeah, so just like make sure you're checking that, guys. And someone commented, Ayub wrote like, we've just missed an episode for our own reasons, and someone commented like, oh, they don't work as hard as anymore, like the work ethic's not there.
Do you know what?
Your reply was too nice.
No, do you know what I feel like when I reply?
What?
I don't think it comes across like that, but I'm trying to do like the sassy, like sarcastic, like smiley face, like no one cares, like. But I think they just think I'm being nice. But what it was, because it didn't affect me, because I know the truth.
Yeah.
We've been missing an episode every 10 episodes.
Yeah.
We just bumped one forward. And only other time we've missed is when you've had COVID or something dramatic's happened. We've been working for a year above. A year and more. I feel like
over
a year.
a year and a year and a year few, and more. And a year and. Have you ever had a dream that you? Yeah. So they commented that, and to be honest with you, I just think that's bullshit. I'll tell you why I don't agree with that.
But you know what's sad? They've probably been watching every episode, so that's what them comments confuse me, because you're obviously a regular viewer, but you're pissed off.
Okay, so if you are, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to be rude to you. No. We're not here to be rude and like lose people. Let me just explain to you for a second. We have lives, and at the beginning we started this podcast, we weren't working as much. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like lockdown. We were at home every day.
Exactly. So you would have seen a lot. And now, one thing we try to do, even if we don't post a lot, even if we don't go live, we try to every week give an episode. Yeah. And Ayub's like very like, he stresses if we have to miss one or if it's late. Like this is so important to him. It's important to me as well, but he has like anxiety about missing episodes. And he's like, no, we have to do this. We have to do this. And we have lives. We also struggle with mental health. Like we have work, and do you know what I mean? Me. So please understand, I know we could do more, but if you see like an episode that's missed, please understand that it wasn't just like, oh yeah, should we just allow this episode? To be honest, I can't
a lot has to happen for us to miss the episode, basically. Like, also, there's a lot more coming. Let's make it positive. Wait,
I'm not finished before we get into the positive. So just to explain what we do. So we live an hour and a half away from each other. Ayub will bring like all the equipment, he'll set up everything, we'll sit down and film, and then he goes home and then he spends like hours editing, and on top of that he has work as well. So please don't say like the work ethic's gone. I'm not complaining or being angry at you. I just want you to kind of see it from our point of view.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't mind if one person says it, because everyone backs us. Like, everyone knows, and there's so much love, so it wasn't that deep, but I understand, like, you just wanted to make that clear. Anyway, let's jump into the actual episode instead of thanking these crackheads every single second of the day.
So, I have a negative to start on again. That story that happened yesterday.
Okay, but can I talk about my holiday trip?
Oh,
get it out of the way.
No, I feel like that should be the positive afterwards.
All right, we'll get the negative out of the way, and then
do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know, what do you think? Maybe positive, then
No, we'll do that.
Okay, so I had a situation that happened to me yesterday that left me like crying and in a panic attack, and it was so weird because Ayub witnessed it all.
Do you know how? Listen, I was. You know when like there's a situation happening and there's nothing you can do about it except for just witness it. I was like,
yeah.
I was walking around my room like, what do I do?
Yeah, like right. So as I left those people that we met and I FaceTimed, I was so like excited and happy, and anytime something like this happens, I always ring Ayub. So I literally clicked my call and to ring Ayub and tell him about the girl I just FaceTimed, and then as I clicked the call, as he answered, someone approached me. So 2 men approached me. They were like very tall and like a bit scary. Like when I say scary, they weren't like, hi, how are you? They were a bit like, yeah, can I chat to you? And I was like, I don't know what you heard, because at one point I looked at my phone and it said it was connected to my AirPods, and my AirPods were in my bag. So I don't know if you heard everything. What did you hear? Yeah, so
all I remember hearing, and I thought you were talking to Waleed, because all I remember hearing was, oh no, sorry, I'm married. But I know that you lot have done this joke before where he pretends to be someone moving to you, and then you're like, because it sounded like him for a little bit. So I was like confused. I thought you accidentally like butt dialed me whilst you two were like talking, and I was like, yo, Nishran, and you weren't responding. And then I realised after a while you were literally talking to some random guy.
But the thing is, you must have thought, it's fine.
Them cars are going off. Sorry guys, the window's open because it's hot.
You must have thought that I was stood there talking.
Yeah, do you know what's funny?
Because we're having a conversation and it lasts about 5 minutes.
Can I say, this is how you know, like, initially, Like, I don't know how to explain it. Because this is how you know, like, you know how, like, when
Okay,
parents...
explain what happened first, because they don't understand. Right, go. You tell what your point of view.
What actually happened is, obviously, someone was trying to move to Nisrin.
No. You explain what your point of view, then I'll explain what happened. So what happened when you were in your room and you got a call? What could you hear?
So Nisrin calls, and then all I hear is, like, her saying, sorry, I'm married. But you're being so nice to this guy. Like, you're talking to him. Yeah. And, like... In my head, I was like, I thought it was a lead, and then I realized someone's actually trying to move to you. You're just talking to them. But the way you were talking to them, I was getting annoyed. I was like, why is she giving him the time of day? Yeah. Like, I was even saying, Nishan, just tell him to shut up. Like, that's what I was saying through the phone. But you were still being so nice. Okay, thank you. It was nice speaking to you. Okay, yeah. And in my head, I was like, I started getting a bit annoyed. I was like, what the hell, man? Why? And felt like I was going to go off at you. Like, why are you entertaining that conversation? Just tell him to go. And then what it turned out to be, I realized that's where, like, parents go into fault. You know, like, well, you shouldn't have dressed like that when you went out. I felt like one of those for a second. I was like, oh, no.
No, but you quickly understood. Yeah. So what actually happened is, obviously from his point of view, he probably thought I was just standing there speaking to someone, like having a conversation for 5 minutes. What really happened is they come up to me and he was like, excuse me, like, can I speak to you? And I was like, sorry, I'm married. Like, straight away, I was like, I'm married. Like, I can't speak to you. And I was walking. So as I'm walking, this conversation's happening. And I thought he'd just be like, okay, cool, and leave. He followed me, and he was so close next to me. He was like, he got really aggressive. He was like, don't take the piss. Like, why? What do you mean you're married? Like, why are you taking me for a dickhead? Sorry, you have to mute that out. He was like, why are you taking me for a head? Yeah, just it. And and at that point I got a bit scared because he was kind of over me. Yeah. And then what happened is I was like, no, I'm really married. Like, I am married. And then I wasn't wearing my wedding ring because I don't wear it all the time. Like, I just don't wear it all the time because I feel like I heard it's haram or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I try not to, like, glamorize a wedding ring or like think it means anything, because Islamically it doesn't. So sometimes I don't wear it. And he was like, where's your wedding ring? Something like that. Yeah. He said something along those lines. And then I was like, what did I say? I was like to him, no, like, I'm really married. And I was like, I'll show you proof. And then at that point, he grabbed my arm. So he grabbed my arm, and I didn't want to, like, move my arm. So my arm, I kept it up like this. And I was walking.
That's so scary.
So I was walking, and he had, wallahi, he grabbed onto my arm. And
there's no one around.
This is what annoys me. I'll tell you in a second. So then I'm walking, and he's like, no, you're not married, show me. And then I show him, right? And it takes me ages to find it. I'm, like, scrolling through my thing, and he's literally looking at my whole camera roll, and I'm just like this, like, and I'm like, look, there it is. Like, this is me on my wedding day. And, like, he zooms in to Waleed, and then he's like, nah, you know what? He says some stuff, and he's like, nah, you know what? You're not happy in your marriage. Like, you don't want to be married. Why are you married so young? Like, and I was like, no. And the reason I was being nice to him and, like, giving that awkward, haha, like, I was literally scared. Like, as he was speaking to me, I was sweating.
You have to be nice in them situations, because if you turn around and you're like, oh, nah, fuck off. Like, if you do something like that, they could just be like, hit you or like, do you know what I mean? Do something scary.
I was by myself and I was scared.
I'm sorry, I get so pissed off when I hear stuff like this. I wish I was there. But the one thing that, like, annoys me is this. How much of, like, a beg in your life do you have to be that when you speak to a girl and she goes, sorry, I'm married, you're like, nah, don't piss me off. Even if she's lying and you know she's lying, take that as a sign. She doesn't want to speak to you, bro.
It's true. But
it has to be mentally, like, ill. I'm sorry. Like, if you're a guy, please, if you're a guy and you're watching this and you've ever done that in your life,
or you ever see your friends doing it,
sort your life out. Please, you're weird. You're a weirdo. I'm sorry. That is weird. I don't care. Like, you've got issues. Leave the girl alone.
Think about it. Imagine someone done that to your sister or your mother. How would you feel?
Annoying. The thing is, this is happening whilst I'm, like, on the phone. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. So eventually, it's about 5 minutes. Like, people are looking, and, like, I just feel like no one's doing anything, and you could see that I'm clearly uncomfortable, and I was sweating as well. Like, I was literally sweating. My heart was racing. And then he was like, after I showed him the photo, and after he turned around, he was like, nah, you don't want to be married. What do you mean? You're too young. Like, what you think you can get something better? Or he was just saying loads of stuff, and I was like, haha, like, yeah, no, I'm happy, sorry.
I've witnessed stuff like this in person, and I always get involved.
Good.
Like, when it's been that bad.
Okay, I'm not gonna applaud a fish for swimming.
No, but I'm saying, like, there's been times it happened in Barcelona as well, not similar to this, like, a bit different. But where that happens, it's happened in London, where I just walk in and pretend that I'm, like, with the person.
Oh, yeah.
And the girl immediately knows what's going on, just goes with it.
That should definitely, that could have saved me.
One time in Barcelona.
Look, can I finish my story?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go.
I'm, like, trying to finish the story, like, making it all about him.
God,
okay.
We get it. Someone grabbed you. Oh, God, stop taking my attention.
So, I know some of you have heard this because I said it online. But yeah, walking, for about 5 minutes. I don't know how long it was. Felt like 10 minutes to me. How long was it? Like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like 3-4 minutes.
So, And then he wouldn't let go. At this point, he was grabbing my arm, walking, and then I finally get rid of him. And then he goes, whatever, and I'm sweating and shaking, and I could feel tears coming out because I was so scared and I felt so uncomfortable that someone had just like violated my space and grabbed my arm and like looked through my photos and like accused me of lying. And like he, even after all of that, wallah, he was like, so are you gonna give me your number? I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't. I was like, what the hell? Like, and then I walked off and I was like having a panic attack. I was crying. And then, the first thing Abe said to me was like, Nisrin, what the hell? Why are you speaking to him?
Yeah, because from the phone side, it just sounded like you just stopped, or like you were leaving a shop or something and a security guard wanted to chat to you. And you were like, yeah, so. Like, that's what it sounded like. I was like, what the hell? And then when you told me, why are guys weird? Wallah, how can he not feel the energy that he's like, that you're scared?
Yeah.
I think they can see it and they like it. They want you to be scared enough to give them the number or something. I think that's what it is. Because there's no human that can do something like that. And as a man...
Speaking of that, sorry, I want to pause you right there.
Yeah.
Finish what you're going to say, but remember what you said. You said as a man.
Oh yeah, like as a man,
you forgot.
You can pick up on when someone's scared.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I was sweating.
Me, even just being like, I remember just in uni when I should just chill with friends, or I'd be working next to a girl that's a female. I'd be working next to a girl or something who's just in a class that I hardly know. I'm so like cautious about the stuff that I do because I know some girls can be a bit like, I'll see. Then again, I like pick up on little things, but if they don't move their bag in a certain way or they feel a bit like, I'll immediately like overthink and just like back off or not be too much in someone's face.
But with that being said, there's another perspective of it. So I spoke about on the podcast before, and I know you don't know. I spoke about on the podcast before about how I learnt that, sorry if you're not Muslim, you probably won't get like the next 5 minutes. I learnt that jinns can be in human form.
Yeah.
So that's what I learnt, and I only learnt that recently. I didn't know that. So you could meet someone, they look like a human, but they're a jinn. They've just shape-shifted. And then it made me think, because he said something to me that like not really anyone would know.
Yeah.
And he said it, and then also I felt like a weird vibe being next to him. I was anxious or whatever, but the thing that made me, because Zuraidi is the one that said it, she was like, you know, that could have been a jinn. When I didn't turn around because I didn't want him to
but
think.
Can they grab you?
I don't know. I didn't want to, when he left me, I didn't want to go like this because it might attract him to come back.
Yeah.
So I kept looking. I didn't look back, but I was looking at the shop windows to see, and I swear to you, the second after I looked, he was nowhere to be seen, like, at all.
That's because he was inside the shop grabbing the girl behind the counter. Listen, don't lie to me.
Wait, Shuaini made me laugh. She said, imagine if girls were like the way boys are.
Imagine if I walked from Westwood and the girl was like, oi, come here.
No, like, imagine a girl, she made me laugh because she said this specific thing. Imagine a girl coming up to you like, oh, you take me shopping. Show me what's in your bank account. Do you know what I mean?
That'd be so funny. I wish it was that way around.
That's a bit concerning. But yeah, that happened.
Forced me to take you
on
shopping.
that note, for any men that are watching this, I'm going to let Ayub carry on.
Wait, that's what another point, sorry. Me just saying I wish it was that way around shows like how messed up like the world is, how like guys would probably be like that.
Yeah, I know.
Like if a girl did that, they'd be like, okay. Do you know what I mean? Like men are just messed up.
Yeah, like another thing Jay was saying, you know how guys like will speak to their boys like, yeah, like, oh, I hit on the first date. Like I hit, and it's like an accomplishment. Imagine you get girls like, yeah, man, he brought me a bag on the first date, secured. Like he took me shopping on the first date.
There's probably girls are like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can imagine girls like that.
Shout out to you, queens. Anyway, so as I was saying, men, I know there's a few men that watch this. Please do not do that. If you are that sort of person that does that,
don't watch this.
Just leave. But if you maybe, just leave. No. And another thing is, if you ever witness it, please speak up, please, because what happened?
Nothing. I got a cramp on my toe.
It looked like you got a shock in your butt.
No.
So you don't understand how much it would have helped me if someone came and was like, oh, like what Ayub said. So without further ado, I've been speaking so much, but I'll let you speak because I kept like interrupting you.
No, sorry. A few episodes ago, we spoke about like the dad problem and stuff like that, and like we opened up, and a lot of people relate. Like a lot of people got toxic or like bad dads.
And speaking of which, guys, we are like,
we're now selling merch. I hate my dad.
We are part of something called the Mariam Foundation. We spoke about it, but I do just want to keep reminding you guys, we have a link in our bio, and we done an event. And to be honest with you, I wish we spoke about it on the podcast because
we didn't have time to.
I only announced it the day before that I was going. We done an event. It was a games night. So many of you guys came, and wallah, every single person that came, shout out to you. Special dive for you coming tonight.
Yeah. Also, what we're gonna do, it's an amazing foundation. We spoke about it before, helping women that single mothers, and just people that have been through abuse and everything, like struggling financially. It's just an amazing cause, and it's something that we relate to, obviously. And I didn't tell you yet, but Mum came up with this idea that I'm claiming as my own. When we start doing merch, I want to sell like keychains,
and then give
but like all of the profit from the keychains goes to Millennium Foundation, and then it can be like a collaboration, Relatable, Millennium Foundation, like keychain,
100%,
and then we'll put all the profit into like that, which will be sick. Hopefully,
Inshallah.
We'll get that done. So yeah, what was I saying?
Yeah, so click the link in the bio, donate anything. It's going towards single mothers. We're gonna probably do some more events, so this time we'll let you guys know before. So I want to see all of you guys there.
Literally come out.
It was so fun.
It was basically, I'm not lying to you, it was technically could have been a meet and greet.
Yeah, but
if everyone wanted to come, but obviously the meet and greet is gonna be free. In a sense, that even though that was for charity.
Yeah, it wasn't like no one was benefiting from that. Do you know what I mean? It was just charity, but we could do maybe a meet and greet and have like £1 and then give it all to Mariam Foundation or charity, because then all of us collectively have done our meet and greet, but we've also done charity. But then we'll
also,
same time.
Like when we do the meet and greet, we'll have like the charity links there anyway. It's alright. Anyway, so the main point was we speak about toxic dads and like how dads have left us, and we've all got these stories and we all relate. But someone made a comment on that episode that made me deep. What about toxic mums? And we obviously we don't experience that, but I think we should shed light on that, because there's mums that they split with their husband and then they don't let their kids see their dad.
Not just that, there's mums as well, which I've seen, that have abandoned their children.
Yeah, they just did.
Wait a minute, actually. I don't know if we can call it abandoning children. Shall I tell you why? Apparently, don't quote me, I'm pretty sure, like I'm 80% sure, Islamically, when a woman gets divorced, she has to leave her children with the dad.
Really?
That's what I heard. So in some cultures, and you know what, I was in Morocco.
I always kind of imagined it the other way around.
Yeah, no, it's not, because a woman can like go and start her own family, and some men don't want to. I don't know how to explain it, but in Morocco, I was there, and the reason I do believe it, I need to research into it. Let me know in the comments, guys. I was in Morocco, and there was one of our family members had like, I was like, oh, where is she? Like her son was here, and she was like, oh, she got married, she went to Spain, and I was like, wait, why is her son here?
Where's your mum? She got married, went to Spain.
Yeah, I was like, why is, and she was like, oh, it's like he lives with his dad, and then I realized I think it's part of culture. But yeah, not only are mums toxic, they can like literally abandon their children.
But don't you feel like I don't know if it's an Islamic thing now, so I don't want to like say anything, but do you not think it's a bit crazier that a woman can be like bye to something that she actually pulled out of her body compared to a dad or someone who didn't even want the kid in the first place, or was it? Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the time, it's easier for a man to be detached to something that wasn't connected and like made in him. He could just be like, oh, that's just a kid that like
and obviously
it might not even be mine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a woman can't be like, like this. This ain't mine.
Yeah. Women have motherly instincts as well. So but to be honest with you, I'm surprised we haven't spoke about it before.
Yeah.
Because you know how many even if your mum, that I think it's very, very common to have toxic mums. Like a lot of people that I know as well have toxic mums, but they just stay there instead of leaving. Yeah,
and I've seen it. I've seen people that have toxic mums, or like people that don't let them speak to their dads and stuff like that, and like the dad's trying to get involved in their life, but the mum wants to cut it off just because of anger.
Yeah.
And then the kids grow up resenting the dad because the mum like that's the one thing that's bad. Yeah, and I've witnessed it.
I've seen
it. The mum will be there telling the
your
kids,
dad don't love
your dad don't love you, dad don't, and he's on the sideline trying to get involved with the family, but she's like feeding them all this bad stuff. I
saw a TikTok actually, it was funny you say that, I literally watched it today, where I don't know if you guys have seen it, got millions of views, where he was like, this is the only time, my ex is evil, this is the only time I get to spend with my children. And he goes to every like baseball game and waits just so he can hug them for 30 seconds and leave.
That's so
and she
sad.
Was like, and in the video you hear like, come on kids, come on, and they're all sad and they want to hug him.
That's so messed up.
That's
I'm
evil.
sorry, I'm so sorry, because there's dads that won't turn up for nothing, even if there isn't a problem.
Yeah.
And he's actively going and like trying to see them at any chance he can get. That makes me more sad than like if your dad abandoned you. Do you know what I mean? I'd be more sad that your dad's trying to be there than
and your mum
feeling bad for you that your dad left.
I'm not gonna lie. If you are like that, if you're a woman like that, I think maybe just sit and evaluate your life,
Yeah.
because you are affecting other people. That person could grow up with traumas, and it will affect their whole life.
And not just that, like we've been, alhamdulillah, we're blessed in the sense that our mum was so like, the amount of stuff that my dad put my mum through,
And she forced us to see him. Not forced,
but you know what I mean, like he did so much wrong to her that she could have easily been that type of mum. No, your dad's this, he done this, don't ever be like that, don't ever, do you know what I mean? But she was so like, I want you guys to have a relationship with your dad. He just didn't like give the same energy back.
He did at the beginning. But our dad put our mum through so much, and all I remember is my mum just like, you're gonna see your dad. I've never heard her say anything bad about him.
We witnessed it all,
like she's explained, like this, as I got older, she's explained like what he put her through. But I've never heard her be like, oh, your dad's this, your dad's that. She's, even now to this day, like my mum's just like, she's trying to convince me to speak to him, she's trying to convince me to reach out to him.
Mum is literally all the time, she's like, have you spoken to your dad? Like, whenever I get good news, she's like, make sure you tell your dad. She wants that relationship to be there so much. But do you know what I think it is?
20 years.
I don't know if we should say it, but obviously our mum lost her dad at a young age. And I think she knows what it's like not to have a dad. So she's so like you need your dad, so do whatever you can.
I think that's why.
And I think that's where it comes from in a sense. And also like she has that forgiving trait, and I think that's where we get it from. She will forgive.
You know what? Something funny, not funny, but something crazy is my mum literally came up to me and she was like, Wallah, I said my mum, like she's like,
I was like, oh,
mum literally came up to me literally like 3 weeks ago, and she's like, Nishan, I feel like, you know, you saved a bit of money. I feel like you should just do something nice for your dad, like buy your dad like a really nice watch or something. Wallah, she was like, you know, send him money send him money to Morocco. And I'm like, it just shows what sort of person she is. Allahumma barik me, Allah bless her. Everyone say Ameen, Ameen, and grant her shifa, Ameen.
And all your mums as well.
And all of your mums and your family, Ameen. Which is like mad to me. But I'm the sort of person where I want to do something, but when you tell me, and I got defensive, I was like, what do you mean? Like, he hasn't given me anything in my life. Why would I do it? And she's like, calm down right now.
But you know what? It's sad because there's people that have the opposite of that. And we don't deep it because we obviously like have experienced one thing, which is this way.
But I'm not going to say I get it. I do get it. I don't get why they do it. I get why they feel.
But you know, I feel like toxic mums are almost worse than the dads, because the dads just won't be there. They won't be rude to you in your face and be mean and stuff like that. They just won't be around. But the mum will stay around and bring you down like it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like go off at you.
I agree. Not gonna lie, it's just, I feel like it's the same thing. It's just not spoken about enough. But like even me, I've had like ups and downs in my relationship with mum, because if you think about it, we're two grown women. Well, you know, living under the same roof, in each other's faces all the time, and it was only since like my relationship with mum, Allahumma barik, got so good when I left. Because like, I don't have to explain it to you, it just got a lot better. I think you lot definitely needed that to like grow, in a sense, and it happens with missing each other, you know? And not just that, even me and you, I feel like our relationship, it was good, but it's because I miss you throughout the week, or like I haven't seen this and I'm excited to go chill at hers. Do you know what I mean? Like it does add that feeling of, you know how when someone's not there, the heart grows fond when, I don't even remember this thing. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
That's it. Like you miss that person, they're not in your face, they're not annoying you all the time.
Wow, okay. Nice.
So have you gone?
Shut up. Everyone was so sad when I was leaving, so. Yeah,
to be honest, it was emotional. It's cute though, as if you actually left. Sometimes I sit in my room like, when do I leave?
You don't. No. But yeah, so.
If you do have a toxic mom, I mean, what advice could we give? Like, how do you handle a toxic
Comment
mom
down below if you've had any situations or you know of stories about mums being toxic. Because I have friends that have literally, like, I've seen it. I've, like, do you know what I mean? And it happens. And to be honest with you, I feel like sometimes it can affect you more. Because I always say this, I would rather my dad be absent than my dad be there and be shit. Because I've seen friends who have a dad there, but he's shit. So it's the sort of the same with mums. I would rather my mum not be there than be there and be toxic. So you know what it is, just fucking parents, just be good. Just be a parent. Fix up. But yeah, if you are going through
it's too late now though, we're all messed up.
I know.
And we're low key. It's sad because I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as you're gonna try, you're gonna pass it on to your kids.
No, don't say that.
It's ingrained in us.
No. I do not claim that negative energy.
No. Inshallah not. But there's gonna be days where you're gonna catch yourself doing something, and you'll be like, But this is what my mum used to do.
No, this generation, I'm saying it now, we are going to be the best parents.
Inshallah.
There's going to be like a decrease in absent dads. There's going to be a decrease in our children and grandchildren having trauma. And you know, like personality disorder comes from like trauma, things like that, mental health issues. I'm telling you guys now, be what you need growing up.
I mean, because we're not in that situation ourselves, I don't know what advice we can give to someone with a toxic mum who's present and like being toxic. I think just grow up and move out. No, I'm joking.
Sometimes,
I don't know.
But some people are genuinely stuck that they can't leave.
I think the best thing we can do is maybe if you experience this yourself and you've got out of the situation or you know how to handle such situations, please leave it in the comments, and whoever's going through something like this, maybe you can scroll through, see if there's people that have been through similar things and they can help each other. At the end of the day, we are a community, we are a family. So if you can shed light on a situation or give advice on how to handle it in the comment section, you could be helping someone. Even if it's just helping one person, like you'll take so much good deeds for that, and you never know, you might relieve or sort out a situation for someone where they're struggling and they don't see a way out.
Also, trust God.
Yeah.
Because literally, he will not give you something you can't deal with. And he's there. He sees, he listens. Every bit of suffering that you have, he's wiping off sins for you. The future is bright. Just maybe, you know...
Not right now.
Just ignore her. No, I'm joking.
Do you know what? When she's sleeping, just walk in. Just... wake up with her. What? She can be like, oh my God. No, I'm joking. Don't forget, heaven's on your mum's foot, so...
Feet.
No, 1 foot, mate. That's the fault.
Astaghfirullah. Okay, right,
anyway. Go. I have something I want us to talk about. Have you heard of the Mandela effect?
Yes.
What is it?
It's like when things are like dominoes, isn't it? Or is it when you say... Is it that monkey thing that you told us?
No. The Mandela effect is when we remember something...
Oh, yeah, you remember something, but it never really
was.
happened. Like, for example, TV shows, you think it's a certain way, then you watch it back and it's not
or
that
like
at
you
all.
remember a logo, like, for example, the Monopoly Man.
Yeah.
You remember him with a monocle, but it's like one of them glasses. And it's so clear in your head that he had that, but he never had it.
No, he definitely did.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to search up some, like, famous ones, and we'll see.
Yeah, but he definitely did.
Okay, no, I don't think he did.
People probably just edited it out. He definitely did, right? Or was that the Pringle person?
Yeah, see, you get... Okay, all right, I got them. You got it. 45 Mandela effects. Ready? The first one.
Okay, go.
Is, do you remember Curious George?
Yeah, the monkey.
Yeah. He had a tail, innit?
Yeah.
Would you bet your life that he had a tail? He used to swing from his tail and stuff like that. He doesn't have a tail.
Show me. That's new.
No, it's not new. He's never had a tail.
No, that's new.
He's never had a tail.
Okay, go next one.
Okay.
Come on, darling. Don't leave us waiting.
Do you remember the show Sex and the City?
Yeah.
What do you think? Sex in the City is what it's called.
Yeah, but it's obviously Sex and the City.
Yeah, everyone thought it was Sex in the City.
Yeah, because Sex and the City doesn't make sense. Sex in the City does. Do you know what I mean? Astaghfirullah.
Okay,
you should have got these ready before.
Yeah, I know. I should have. Sorry, I'm so like... Okay.
Let's do some more next time as well. Do this last one and then we'll do some more next time.
I'm trying to find one.
Come on. You made me wait. So,
sorry,
guys, as Abe speaks, I'm going to sing for you guys. I was born.
There you go. Look, the Monopoly Man. That's what he actually looks like. But we always imagine him with a monocle.
No, are you sure it's not the Pringle guy that had the thing then?
Yeah, I think it is the Pringle guy.
Oh, that makes sense then. Anyway, stop.
What?
That's enough now.
Oh, I wanted us to go through more.
No, next time, because it's like very like quiet and then, do you know what I mean? It's going to be long to, do you know what I mean?
What?
I don't know.
Are you bored?
No, I'm not bored. I'm talking, you were complaining about editing. Ooh.
Well, I wasn't editing. That was
no,
fine.
as in like, I thought you might have to cut things out.
No,
do you
we're
get
just
it?
walking, we were just talking,
Look at you giving me your anxieties.
I know, you need to relax.
Abe like stresses about things. He's like, oh, I don't want to, he basically says he doesn't want a lot of cuts in a podcast. He wants it to be natural. And I don't think that
you thought I was going to cut between like
so
which ones
like,
are good and which ones are not.
Yeah. So anyway, why don't you speak to us about your Umrah experience?
Okay.
Because Ayoub just came back from Umrah. He done a pilgrimage and he
Umrah is the pilgrimage.
Shaved his head.
Oh no.
Okay, show them.
Woo!
Don't do that again.
Don't do that
Just
again.
stop. So explain to us your experience.
Okay, right. So guys, I performed Umrah, which is a pilgrimage where you go to Mecca. And yeah, it was the most amazing experience of my life. I literally have probably cried once a day since I've been back because of how much I miss being there.
Really?
I swear, like in front of the Kaaba, which is, I don't know, non-Muslims, it's like the black box
that you see
when everyone's like walking around it. That's basically, they said, the house of God. So we don't worship it. It's just like there's so much history to it, and that's like the place that's been chosen for the direction of prayer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine.
So that's the place that's been chosen for the direction of prayer. It's very important. A lot of history. There's like a lot of stuff's happened there, and it's the house of God. So they say it's like one of the best places you can be to make dua, supplication, and like just it's part of your pilgrimage. And Umrah, basically, there's two pilgrimages. There's Hajj and there's Umrah. Umrah is a sunnah, so it's not obligatory. I couldn't say that for a second. You can like choose to do it or not. And then Hajj is part of the five pillars of Islam. You have to perform that, and that's like a longer process. This one's short. You can do it in a day, and then you just stay there for longer.
I can't believe how much Hajj costs. Like I just learned recently. Apparently, how much did you say?
It's like $6,000 above, but that's not.
Obviously, not in the religion.
That's not the religion. That's the country.
That is so bad.
Yeah, I know, it's messed up. So let me jump into my experience. So basically what Umrah is, what you actually perform is you get into like white towels on your journey there.
I can't believe you don't wear clothes underneath.
You don't wear clothes underneath.
Why am I just learning this?
It's to be as pure as possible.
Yeah, like in your purest
worldly
state.
Things. It's literally
I think
just
in the
towels.
next episode as well, we should if you guys have any questions, we should go into more detail about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So you're in a state of ihram. It's like the purest you can be. Like no worldly things, even the way you think shouldn't be worldly, and you can't do certain things. You can't clip your nails and your hair, can't cut it. Like
while you're on the way there.
Whilst you're on the way there, and you're in a state of ihram, and you've got the towels on.
Yeah, that's so
It's
mad.
like a very holy state. Basically, you're in that state, and you basically make your way there. You get to the haram inside like the mosque, and you're in front of the Kaaba, and you have to basically do tawaf, which is 7 laps round.
Yeah.
And then you do 2 rakats of prayer. And then you do Safa Marwa, which is the 2 mountains that you run across.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a brief explanation of the process and what you do. Now, my experience was this. Everyone kept telling me when you get there, it's going to be amazing. You're going to feel this feeling. It's going to be like, you're going to be so connected. Because a lot of people, you go there and you feel a million times more connected. And like, it just radiates power. It's like crazy. I got there, as we're walking into the haram, like the actual area where like the Kaaba is, you're keeping your head down so that you can get as close as possible before you look up and see it for the first time.
Is it really big?
Yeah, it is huge. But my experience was a bit different.
Yeah.
So it's actually huge. But because I just got there and it was just after sunrise, it was hot, the sun was beaming. Also because of COVID, they haven't got that many people there.
And you weren't close to it?
No, I wasn't that close. I was, to be honest, quite close. There wasn't that many people there. I got there, I looked up, the sun was beaming, and it's like just this black box in front of like everything's white, and it was hard to look at because of the sun.
Go a bit closer.
It was hard to look at because of the sun, but it was so prominent, and because there wasn't anyone there, it was so surreal. It felt like an intimate meeting. I don't know how to explain to you. It felt so intimate. It felt like it was just me and the Kaaba there. Yeah. And I was looking at it, and at first, like I did shed a bit of a tear because you just feel this power like radiating towards you. Yeah. It's so surreal. Like I don't know how to explain it. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, because there wasn't that many people there, we started doing tawaf, and it was happening quite quick. And all I remember is I was going around doing tawaf and making dua and like doing the process that you do, and I was overthinking because I was like, oh, you were meant to feel this feeling. Like, why am I not feeling it yet? Yeah. I was so scared. I was going around. I was like panicking whilst I'm doing it, and I'm like, why am I not feeling anything? And I was like literally upset. Like, do I believe if I've gone here and I don't feel nothing? Yeah, yeah. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself to feel it because everyone was like, oh, it's the most amazing thing. You feel it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we finished the 7 laps round, and then we pray 2 rakats in front of it.
Yeah, yeah.
When I tell you I finished my prayer, like my head's down, and I come up, and it hit me so hard. Like, I literally just started breaking down into tears, and I don't have to explain it. I just lit everything off my chest. Like, I felt like, even though when we make dua, we make supplication, you are talking directly to God. Yeah. It just felt times a million. Yeah. And I was literally crying, and I just lit it all out. Like, I felt so light after that. You've made me want to go so Nisrin, bad. I get emotional.
Speak.
Sorry, I've been like talking down here. You don't understand. You don't understand. when I pray now, or I go to a mosque and pray, I start crying because I think about how strong my connection was when I was there and I was praying in front of it.
Why don't you go again?
No, I'm going to, inshallah.
Inshallah.
We have to be obviously invited, but
yeah. So yeah,
by God, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you have to get an invite. But no, they say like God invites you there, like.
Yeah, because yours was very random, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't like planned for months.
Yeah.
When was it? It was like.
I knew for months before that I wanted to go, but then it looked like I wasn't going to go. And literally the day before I booked, I was like, I'm not even going. The day that I was booked, I was like, I'm not even going to go. I can't go. And then we made it happen.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it was so beautiful. I let so much off my chest that... Can you... I'll talk loud enough. It's all right. I let so much off my chest. It was so amazing. And yeah, from that prayer, that first one, it was just like... I just felt like the whole trip, I was there for 5 days and then we went to Medina for another 5 days and I just felt so stress-free, like nothing mattered. It's the first time that I just never went on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, I was off TikTok for 10 days.
Yeah.
I did not care. Like there was no... Now, first thing I do when I wake up is TikTok.
Yeah.
But like there, it was so nice just
you
be
literally
free.
Went,
like I didn't care.
You literally went to the place that somewhere our Prophet,
peace
be upon him, has been.
Sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
You have been there.
Yeah.
You have been where he has stood
where he's
and
walked,
prayed.
Yeah.
That is so insane.
It was so beautiful. And maybe we'll go more in detail with like everything that I experienced and I went through. I just want to say it was the best experience of my life.
If you're planning on it,
it's going to be amazing.
Even if you're not like me, it's never been like a huge priority of mine because I've never really thought about it.
Nishan, I'm telling you, your life will change if you go there. Especially you, I know you'll get there and it'll hit you so hard.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it hits different people at different points. Like for me, it was after that prayer. Some people didn't hit them to the next day. They were just normal, and then mid-prayer at the mosque at one point, they're next to me, they're just breaking down because like you have your moment of just letting all the stress you've ever had.
I used to watch the Islam channel and I would see like people crying, and I always used to say like, why are they crying? And then like it makes sense.
But Nishan, you don't understand. The reason we're crying is because you feel so connected to God. And you're just realizing, like, you deep what life is, that we're not here for long. We're going to be gone. And you feel so connected. Your iman's so high. And you're just asking for whatever you want. You're asking for forgiveness, all the things you've done wrong. And you just feel like...
He's listening.
As you're speaking, it's being answered. Like, I don't have to explain it to you. Like, it's not, I've made it, we'll see what happens. It's like, I've done it, it's done.
Yeah,
like,
because
it's beautiful.
God is the most merciful. So if you feel like he's there and you're asking for sincere forgiveness, you will genuinely feel like you're forgived. And now, like God loves us so much. That's something people don't realize. Said it before, but like with so many people in your life, anyone in your life, you can push them to the point they don't speak to you. God has said, doesn't matter what you do it over and over. Obviously, don't think I'm going to keep doing it and ask for forgiveness. Do it over and over and just take one step towards me, ask for forgiveness, and I forgive you. That is the most purest form of love.
You have to mean it.
You can't just say, can you forgive me? You have to feel it in your heart.
And do you know what else is beautiful? This is what I mean by like, in our religion, the way we see God is that he's given us every opportunity to succeed. He knows that we're not perfect and that we mess up here and there, but he's given us every opportunity to succeed. I watched this video and the guy was saying, if you can hold on to your religion, to the day that you die, in the sense of you pray and you're doing your obligatory stuff that you need to do, and you're sincere and you pray, then even through like the hard times where you're not doing it as best and you're sinning and you're doing all those things, but you hold on to your religion, you'll be judged for the best of what you've done. So for example, say you've prayed your whole life, you stayed firm on your religion. Obviously you were sinning and some of your prayers weren't that good, you rushed fast here and there, but one of your prayers, your best prayer that you ever done was like amazing, Allah will judge you on that prayer. So he'll be like, your best prayer, I'm going to judge all your prayers as if it was that one that you did that was amazing.
It just shows how...
Instead of looking at, you were not that good here, you weren't really concentrated here. He's like, your best one where you were fully concentrated and you were in it, he'll make that as if they were all your prayers. Yeah. Like,
SubhanAllah.
Guys, so he just, blessed.
I'm not going to lie, I don't know about you lot, but it fills me up with warmth knowing that there's literally someone that loves us that much. Yeah. I don't have to explain
That's what confuses me about, like, there might be some atheist people that watch, but like, what gives you hope? Yeah. That's what I want to know. Because for me, I feel like the thing that keeps me going is knowing that like someone is there. Yeah. He's watching. There's a reason for this world. There's a reason why we're doing this. We're put through a test. There's an afterlife. There's somewhere we're going. We're on a journey. Yeah. If I thought we weren't going anywhere, then I would be like,
see ya.
Bye. No, I'm joking.
That would be me.
So if you're an atheist, I kind of want a little debate in the comment section. Let us know, what is it that gives you hope? What pushes you to be driven, hardworking, and all these things? And if you're not, join us.
Join us right now. Be a Muslim.
But yeah, that Ramadan trip was the most amazing thing ever. I fully recommend everyone to go in.
Like,
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for Ramadan. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I've got a friend.
Yeah.
God. Do you know what I mean? At all times. And yeah, as I was saying, guys, if you like ask for forgiveness, like you feel it in your soul, like that you feel bad about it, then you ask for it. And don't ever say like, what if he doesn't forgive me? No, like that's actually not allowed. You're not allowed to say that.
You can't think like that.
You can't.
It's like, that's a sin in itself.
Because he said, I will, if you ask me. So then for you to say, what if he doesn't forgive me? It's like you're questioning what he's told you. I will forgive you.
And you have to believe that he's forgiven you.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it.
You can't just be like, oh, what if he doesn't?
I don't know. No. Obviously still ask for forgiveness, but have confidence in the fact that he's forgiven you.
Yeah.
And he's going to forgive you.
That's so beautiful. And I love my religion and I love my Lord. And may Allah bless every single person watching this.
Amen.
And grant us all the chance to meet each other in Jannah.
Amen.
Oh my God, sadly relatable family in Jannah.
Imagine. Oh my God, I watched your podcast, now we're here.
Inshallah.
But yeah, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's it for this episode. Nishan, can we get the
Oh,
that's me. Sorry.
Shout out of the week
Let's
goes
get the
to
shout
your
out.
mom. Your mom. Your mom's chest hair.
What's that from again?
It's from White Chicks, I think. Is it from White Chicks?
I can't remember.
Right, so we are going to do the shout of the week, and this one is interesting because it goes off what we're saying. We always say that we don't like to speak about religion too much because we may have viewers that aren't Muslim or another religions.
And we want to relate to everyone.
We want to relate to everyone. And this comment is from Emma W, and she said, "Hi, I'm not a Muslim, but I'm fairly spiritual and enjoy learning and taking certain values from religion. So I find it really interesting and don't feel excluded at all when you talk about Muslim values." So cute. And then she said, "I don't think you should filter that out as it's such a big part of who you are and others can learn from it too. Really enjoyed the podcast, guys."
Oh,
thank you so much, Emma. We love you. We appreciate you. Join us. No, we honestly appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I really like that we have other people that are from different backgrounds, different religions that view us and can enjoy our content. So thank you so much. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for commenting. We love you. I can't even speak. You. This one's for you. And all the Spotify listeners. Again, because someone said they enjoyed that kiss.
That is so cute.
But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this. It's been a while, but we're back. We're grinding.
I didn't speak about my little break that I had.
No one cares. We'll talk about it next time. So yeah, where can I find you?
You can find me crying on my pillow. You can find me at Instagram on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Kayla Kasha on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Sadly Relatable Podcast on Instagram and TikTok, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we post. Woo! I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. We said it at the start of the episode like a million times. You. But yeah, we will see you lot next week.
Wait, you watching this right now? You specifically, you. I love you.
You with your crusty toes out, sitting in bed. You got uni work to do. Your dissertation is sitting there. You better get doing it. All right, we love you. Sorry. All right.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Bye.